Good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy New Year. Welcome everyone to our first Temple Care Matters webinar of the year. We're so excited. Let me adjust my camera. There we go. That everybody was able to join us on this evening. We are hopeful that you'll share across social media for those that have access to Facebook and YouTube and those places. And for all those that'll be watching this later, we appreciate you. You make our numbers look great. We're always amazed at the end of the month to see the hundreds of people who've come out and watched our video. We do certainly appreciate that. We trust everyone had a prosperous and blessed holiday season. I know I did. God was indeed gracious. All right, we want to acknowledge our national leader, our chieftain, our president, Dr. Boise Kimber, and all of our board of directors, executive team of the National Baptist Convention USA Incorporated. Welcome, beloved community, to our first TempleCare Matters webinar of the new year, a sacred space where faith meets compassion and awareness becomes action. Tonight, we gather to uplift health, honor service, and equip our congregations for a season of wellness and witness. We're going to focus tonight on National Volunteer Blood Donor Month. This month honors the life-saving generosity of blood donors and reminds us of the urgent need to replenish supplies after the holidays and launches the NBC USA H.O.P.E 2026 virtual blood drive kickoff. It's also glaucoma awareness month. We'll also highlight glaucoma, the silent thief of sight, often progressing without symptoms until vision loss occurs. Now, of course, this webinar is part of our ongoing, continuing First Tuesday TempleCare Matters series. We're grateful for all your ongoing support and engagement for this effort. All right, now it's time for our updates on respiratory infections. This is something we started during the COVID-19 pandemic and thought that we were all done with it, but we still find that we are in a critical situation across the nation now. We apologize. We have an extended update this evening. We thank our team, Dr. Desi Levy, Dr. Lavora Williams, for providing us some additional information tonight. So this is what we want you all to take from this. Right now, the overall respiratory illness levels across America we are in acute, very high nationally for the first time this season. Flu, RSV, and COVID-19 are increasing throughout the nation, and we want to provide some updates here. And you can quickly reference the comparison table that we just shared. All right. Overall respiratory illnesses. Let's begin with the flu. Influenza. Our current flu situation. Flu activity is elevated and still climbing across the nation. 8% of all outpatient visits are now, this is across the nation now, for flu-like illnesses. This is the highest rate on record since 1997. At least 11 million illnesses, 120,000 hospitalization, and sadly, 5,000 deaths so far this season. New York, Colorado, Louisiana, South Carolina, New Jersey, among the hardest hit states. Now, there's a dominant strain now, is what they call influenza A, subclad K. That accounts for 90% of tested samples. This strain is more immune evasive. That means if you had it before, you had some type of immunity contributing to this rapid spread. And then for children, there have been 9 pediatric deaths reported so far this season. Now for RSV. RSV activity is elevated in many regions, especially among children ages 0 to 4, with rising ER visits and hospitalization. RSV wastewater levels remain very low, but clinical visits are increasing. Of course, let's see something about COVID-19. COVID-19 activity is low, but it's increasing nationally. Wastewater levels remain low, but infections are growing or likely growing in 39 states based upon the recent forecasting models. The other respiratory illnesses to watch is walking pneumonia. It's elevated in some areas with increased positive tests and ER visits. And whooping cough, elevated compared to pre-pandemic years. Arkansas reported its highest whooping cough count in 15 years with over 500 cases and 1 infant death. Now, what I'm about to tell you now, you should already know. What should we be doing? Vaccination, regardless of what's being shared across the nation from certain health authorities, remains the strongest protection against severe flu, COVID-19, and RSV. Be sure to check with your health provider if you haven't already got one to make sure that it's okay to do so. Stay home when sick. I know everybody wants to come out to church no matter what and get your praise on, but if you're sniffling and sneezing and carrying on, stay at the house. We help reduce the spread. Most of all of us now, you can watch worship virtually. Wash hands frequently. Remember that during the pandemic? Wash them frequently and avoid touching your face. Keep some hand sanitizer with you. Masking is recommended in crowded indoor settings during high respiratory virus activity. If you're in a really big jammed up crowd, you know you're immune compromised. There's nothing wrong with a mask. And the wonderful thing about it now, we've had so many people with wearing masks from even after the pandemic. It's accepted across our society. Well, that's our monthly respiratory infections update. Hopefully, you'll share this information across your congregations.
Dr. Miner,
Okay. Yes.
January is National Volunteer Blood Donor Month. We've received many questions already about how the blood donation process works. Are you ready with answers?
Well, all right. Yes. You came out quasi heads up because I knew we could do something with Blood Donor Month. So we gathered some trusted guidance from the American Red Cross to walk us through the process step by step of how this goes from registration to refreshments, from recovery to replenishment. We'll show you how simple it is to give and how powerful your gift can be. We'll also highlight how our National Baptist members are going to join our NBC USA Hope 2026 kickoff virtual blood drive through the Sleeves Up campaign. No bus required, just your heart, your time, and your commitment to saving lives. All right, Duke, I'm ready.
Okay, the biggest question we have received is how does the blood donation process work?
All right, well, the Red Cross has given us 4 steps on how this works: registration, health history, and many physical, donation, refreshments. All right. Okay. Now, the donation process itself is only about 8 to 10 minutes on average. But here are the steps go. We're gonna register first. You complete the donor registration, which includes information as your name, address, phone number, donor identification number, if you have one. You may ask you for a donor card, driver license, or 2 other forms of ID so they can make sure who you are. All right, that's the first thing, registration. Second thing, with the health history and many physical, you'll ask some questions during a private and confidential interview about your health history and the places you've traveled. You'll have your temperature, hemoglobin, blood pressure, and pulse check. The reason they look for numbers of people coming in for blood drives is that a number of people, for whatever reason, may have a health challenge or other things that makes them not eligible to give at that time. All right, then comes the big part, the donation. They'll cleanse an area on your arm and then insert a brand new sterile needle for the blood draw. It feels like a quick pinch and is over in seconds. I know some of us are afraid of needles. Quick second. You have some time to relax while the bag is filling. Now, for whole blood donation, as I said, it's about 8 to 10 minutes. But now, if you're donating platelets, red cells, or plasma by apheresis, the collection can take up to 2 hours. Okay. Now, when approximately a pint of blood has been collected, the donation is complete, and a staff person will place a bandage on your arm. Ooh, there's some refreshments. You will spend a few minutes enjoying refreshments to allow your body time to adjust to the slight decrease in fluid volume. After about 10 to 15 minutes, you can leave the donation site and continue with your normal daily activities. And of course, enjoy the feeling of accomplishment knowing that you've helped to save lives. Your gift of blood may help up to 3 people. Donated red blood cells do not last forever. They have a shelf life of up to 42 days. A healthy donor may donate every 56 days. Amen.
Another question. What should donors do after donating blood?
Good question, Brother Duke. After you give blood, you should take the following precautions. Drink an extra 4 glasses at 8 ounces each of non-alcoholic liquids. All right. Keep your bandage on and dry for the next 5 hours. And do not do any heavy exercising or lifting. If the needle site starts to bleed, raise your arm straight up and press on the site until the bleeding stops. Now, because you can experience dizziness or loss of strength, use caution if you plan to do anything that could put you or others at risk of harm. For any hazardous occupations or hobby, follow applicable safety recommendation regarding your return to these activities following a blood donation. If you get a bruise, apply ice to the area intermittently for 10 to 15 minutes during the first 24 hours. Thereafter, apply warm, moist heat to the area intermittently for 10 to 15 minutes. A rainbow of colors may occur for about 10 days. If you do get dizzy or lightheaded, stop what you're doing, lie down, raise your feet until the feeling passes and you feel well enough to safely resume activities. And remember, enjoy the feeling of knowing you have helped to save lives and schedule your next appointment.
Another question. How long will it take to replenish the pint of blood I donate?
Well, the plasma from your donation is replaced within in your body within about 24 hours. Red cells need about 4 to 6 weeks for complete replacement. That's why at least 8 weeks are required between white whole blood donations.
What about our NBC USA Hope 2026 kickoff blood drive?
Oh, yes, 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 yes. I'm excited about our Hope Blood Drive. I'm excited about it. And if you hadn't been to our Facebook page or our webpage, you'll see these logos. We're excited. We're excited. Did I tell you I'm excited about it? It's a part of the Red Cross Sleeves Up campaign. All right. So what is Sleeves Up all about? It's an online way to support blood donation. No bus, no on-site setup required. Not trying to chase folks down to show up at the church. You join a campaign and then give blood at any Red Cross drive or donor center during the campaign period. It is a virtual blood drive. Now, for us, our campaign is the National Baptist Convention Hope 2026 kickoff. Give blood, give hope, give life. All right, and we have our hashtag NBC USA donates blood. It's the official Sleeves Up campaign for our denominational family. So that's what the Sleeves Up's all about. And again, we've tried for years. Pastor Montgomery and I have had several attempts working with others. And it invariably, we get just so few people because of our median age and people not knowing that they got to come to the blood drive and all these things. So we feel that this virtual effort is really the way to go. All right. Now, now we understand what Sleeves Up is all about. Now we're going to go to the campaign page. You can use the link, or you can scan the QR code and with your phone, and it'll take you to the page as we see here. All right. Now, if you know you're in the right place, when you see our logo and the message, give blood, give hope, give life, hashtag NBCUSA donates blood. All right. Now, when you go there, look for the pledge join button. All right. On the campaign page, there have been options to pledge to donate blood in support of the National Baptist Convention Hope 2026 kickoff. And those that are watching tonight live, why don't you just take an opportunity to go out there to the page? Maybe, you have a health challenge, you can't donate, but you're going back to your church, going to tell others. So go in and check it out now while we're on air. If there's any questions, concerns, we'll take care of it in the Q&A section. All right. So you sign in or create an account if prompted. Okay. And then sometimes you'll need an email. Other times you can use social media to sign up. Now, in the zip code box, there's a box for zip code. It says zip code or sponsor code. In the zip code or sponsor code box, type in NBC. Don't type in your zip code, type in NBC. And when you give and have the NBC, then that lets them know that you are representing the National Baptist Convention USA Incorporated. Now, why this is important is that we want to show the power of our over 31,000 churches, and that the Red Cross know that we can be counted on. And there are disasters that happen, other things where blood is done, and it will help us tremendously to show that we are more than folks who just show up on Sunday. We are truly dedicated to service after the benediction. All right. So once you've done all that and getting registered, begin the registration process, you want to schedule your blood donor appointment. Find a place to give. So after you pledging, follow the prompts and search for something that's nearby to where you live. Or if you are going with somebody, if there's several from the church you're going to go, maybe near your church, wherever it is, something that's convenient. Pick a date and time. All right. Choose an appointment that falls within the campaign's active dates. We try to do this over the next month. So we want you to do it within the next month so we can count toward our kickoff campaign. If for some reason you can't give right now, want to give later, that's okay. We still want to make sure that we are giving the gift of life. Confirm your appointment. Make sure you receive confirmation. It's on screen, email, or you do it in an app. Now, prepare for your donation day. It's a little process involved on this. All right. So on that day, hydrate well the day before and the day of your appointment. Let me repeat that. Hydrate well the day before and the day of your appointment, and eat a healthy meal before donating. All right. Bring your photo ID and any Red Cross donor card you have. And of course, pray. Take a moment to pray for those who receive the blood. Ask God to bless them and for you to be a blessing. And invite another National Baptist member to schedule an appointment too. All right. Next step. Donate blood at your chosen location. Arrive on time, not CPT time. Arrive on time. They have a sequence when they're going for donations. Go to the blood drive or donor center you selected. All right. You check in, complete the health questionnaire, donate blood under the care of Red Cross staff, recover briefly, as we said before, your snack, your refreshment, so on. And then what we want you to do is once you've done that, share that you gave. Go out on your social media and put on there, give blood, give hope, give life, and a hashtag that we have going for National Baptist. As you see on the screen, NBCUSA donates blood. And once you keep the spirit going, once you donate it, you can let your church or a particular ministry leader know you're part of this National Baptist Hope 2026 kickoff. All right. And say thank you. The Sleeves Up platform that you'll be part of notifies the people that are from our convention who organize this about your pledge. And then they can update it so we can go in and encourage one another. Encourage your church, your association, your state convention, your family. Ask your pastor or health ministry to show the flyer and the QR code. Share the campaign link in your church bulletins, group text, and email. And then, make it personal. Call or text 3 to 5 members and ask them to pledge and schedule donation. Remind them no bus is needed. Just join the online campaign and give at any Red Cross location during the campaign window. Yes, give blood, give hope, give life. National Baptist Convention, USA Incorporated.
We have one more question. Why is January a prime month to give?
Yeah, look, I've been asked that. Why is January National Blood Donor Month? Well, it's because blood supplies often drop sharply during the holidays. Just when patients' need gets high. Cold weather, seasonal illnesses, and travel disruptions, holidays reduce donor turnout. And it therefore makes January a critical time to replenish the nation's blood supply. So it's a great time to give. All right. Duke, do you have any more questions?
No, sir, I do not. I'm going back behind the scenes.
All right. Well, thank you, Duke. All right. And of course, any other questions you have, put them in the chat. And Dr. Copper is watching us on social media. All right. So every pint of blood donated is a lifeline. It may help up to 3 people: patients in surgery, children battling illnesses, or accident victims in urgent need. Don't just say you want to give. You're going to give because you might need blood sometime. Just give because you want to show the love of Christ in your community. January is the perfect time to give. It's a season of renewal, and it's also when blood supplies run low. Your donation helps fill that gap. So let's make this personal. Let's make it powerful. Let's make it National Baptist Convention USA Incorporated. Join the Hope 2026 kickoff. Give blood, give hope, give life. Hashtag NBCUSA donates blood. All right. Now, as we step into a new year with renewed purpose, let's also turn our attention to protecting one of God's most precious gifts, our sight. January is Glaucoma Awareness Month, a national observance dedicated to raising awareness about early detection and preventing avoidable vision loss. Glaucoma is often called the silent thief of sight because it can progress without symptoms until significant damage has occurred. But with education, regular screenings, and timely treatment, much of this vision loss can be prevented. Faith communities have a powerful opportunity to lead the way. When we share knowledge, encourage screenings, and support those at higher risk. Now, why does this matter? Glaucoma typically causes no early warning signs. Many people do not realize that they have it until permanent vision loss has already begun. That's the silent progression. High risk in our communities: Black people over age 40, adults with diabetes, and individuals with a family history of glaucoma, like mine, face significantly higher risk. While glaucoma cannot be cured, early detection and treatment can slow or prevent further damage. And this helps people maintain independence and quality of life. It's a preventable vision loss. And of course, we have to look at faith in action. Our churches can serve as trusted messengers, helping members understand their risk and encourage. I keep coming back to this, right? Encouraging regular eye exams. Because I have a history of glaucoma in my family, I go to my optometrist once a year. And I want you to know that over the last few years, instead of my sight getting worse, it has gotten better. So I praise God for that. All right. So what should your congregation be doing now? So as I just talked about it, all right, promote annual comprehensive eye exams. Okay, especially for those that are over 40, as we said, with diabetes, hypertension, or a family history of glaucoma. All right. Share education materials from reputable sources, such as the National Eye Institute or blindness through your bulletins, group text, social media, and health ministry announcement. Highlight testimonies from members who benefited from early detection or treatment. Stories that inspire action and reduce fear. Now, integrate vision health into worship and ministry, offering prayers and support for those living with chronic eye conditions. And of course, our church can partner with local eye care professionals to host informational sessions or vision screening events, helping address disparities and bring preventive care close to home. Let's stay focused on our eye health. All right. All right. Those are our 2 health reserves for January. Before we move further, though, Pastor Montgomery has a team update for us. All right, Pastor Montgomery.
Hello, Dr. Miner. We mentioned just then a team update, but we would like to look at our regional coordinators and the rest of us as family. But nevertheless, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to of our coordinators, Pastor Richmond Johnson from the Far West, Sister Brooklyn Rogers from the Southeast, who has recently stepped down from their role. Listen to what I said. They stepped down. They wasn't ousted out, wasn't any frustration. They moved on to some other things. And we say in our Hope family rather than team. But their faithfulness, service, leadership, and commitment to our advancing of the health and wellness across our denominational family have left a lasting impact. We will miss their presence on the team, but their family presence would always be in our hearts and with us. We celebrate their contribution and pray God's continued blessing on their next chapter. Thank you for walking with us in purpose and in service. Your NBC USA Hope family, Dr. Miner.
All right. Yes, Pastor Montgomery, we certainly appreciate that service in our family and nothing but the best. And we are excited that you and Dr. Copper are working on some worthy successors, and we look forward to hearing from our new representatives from the Far West and the Southeast. Thank you, Pastor Montgomery.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Looking ahead, we invite everyone to join us in Jacksonville. That's next week, January 12th through 15th, for the Midwinter Board meeting. Be sure to stop by our booth to learn more about the impactful work of your NBCUSA Hope team. Now, notice what I said. I said your NBCUSA Hope team. So stop by. We share some information. We appreciate you all. Love to see you all in person. All right, we got something great we're going to share now. A health ambassador training update. Yes. So we know we did have the self-paced training, but now that we are looking at additional funding resources, and it's both the national, local, regional level from corporations and foundations, we have to step up what we share in our training, and we're going back live. We're going back live in the training. All right. And so in our training, we're going to set up an orientation on Thursday, February 5th from 7:30 to 8:30 Central Time. And then we'll have classes each Thursday from 5:30 to 8:30 Central Time from February 12th through May 28th, once a week. There's a $25 registration fee per person. Now, this is what we're saying to everyone. We're not charging for the training. So if anybody was coming for the training, they can do so till we reach our capacity. The $25 is if you want to be certified, because we're now having to move to a certified database. We have a couple of niches that we're working on, and they want us to have some formalized training. And look, what we're going to share during these sessions, going through our manuals, and we have all kind of real world examples. We're going to have some guests coming in. It's going to really be a beneficial time over that time period. All right. So again, we hope to join us on Thursday, February 5th. That's the orientation session. And look, may I say this? This training is not going to work very well from your phone. You can watch the webinar from the phone, but the training you need to do from desktop, laptop, iPad, some of those things, and have some space to work off from. I look forward to some great interaction, and we'll have those classes. But again, Thursday, February 5th, 7:30 to 8:30 will be our orientation session. We'll walk you through. And if you want to register for the orientation session, then you just the link we put in, and that link will give you the Zoom link so we get things up for what we are doing. So we're excited about that, our training, and our team will be ready to rock and roll. Again, Thursday, February 5th, 7:30 to 8:30. All right. Once again, we want to remind everybody about January Health Services, National Volunteer Blood Donor Month, Glaucoma Awareness Month. Let's continue to move forward in faith, health, and service. And you can download a complete list of our annual health services from our website at www.hopenbc.com. Now you can explore more by visiting our website, and you'll find additional helpful resources. Feel free to reach out to us if you got any other questions or concerns at info@hopenbc.com. Woo, we've covered a lot tonight. Now it's your turn. So type your question in the chat or raise your virtual hand. For those on social media, Dr. Copper is monitoring the comments, and we'll do our best to answer the questions on this evening. Now we have a first question out the bat here. It's not necessarily working with what we covered tonight, was a question about the theme for the Congress. We fully expect to hear what the theme will be next week at our midwinter board meeting, and at the board meeting or the discussion session we'll have with the National Baptist Congress. And I'm sure at that point they will share it across our webpage, social media, or other avenues. Okay. All right. The question about somebody says they already scheduled a physical blood drive, which means they've already got things set up to bring that to the church. Can you still participate in this activity? Yes, you can. You can just come in and share. Of course, talk with the people that you're working with to let them know that you also collaborate with the National Baptist. I don't see that there being a conflict in getting that done. And you go to our webpage, have those that are coming to your church or wherever you go in your community to do that. And you can be able to take care of both of those at the same time. Right. Another question about, just a comment. Yes. For those for Black people, a blood donation is critical because of sickle cell disease. And we know that sickle cell disease is a disease primarily among Black people. And that one of the things that's helpful in that process are blood transfusions. So yes, that is even more so. And we know the story. We know the deal that Black people are in general are less likely to give blood than other groups. So yes, sickle cell is a disease, is another need for blood donation. All right. Okay, the question is asked that if you know you have some surgery that may require blood, can you quote unquote get a bank blood before the surgery? Yes, I've heard all kind of in our community down through my 30 years of pastoring, where there's been some calls out saying that, the people have some surgery coming up. Will you come and give blood? There'll be not a blood that would be needed. Yes, that can happen. All right. Somebody's saying they're concerned about some of the things in the past have come about giving blood and people being contaminated, I guess, with disease and things like that. Well, now where they have it, they do a lot of testing. They check people and do the health questionnaire beforehand. They got other things in place. And so our blood situation, the blood supply is as safe as it's ever been. So it's not a issue. All right. Okay. And want to be about the training. So our health ministry training that we'll conduct will be a health ministry, certified health ministry ambassador. and our health ministry promoter. All right. So that's our first 2 modules of our 3 modules of our introductory health ministry training. All right. The first module is our introduction. It's our health ambassador. And we go through the basics of what health ministry is all about. Each class period during those is a half of one of those lessons. And you can go to our webpage. If Duke could go there and put it the link there to our training page, it'll go into more details about what those things are. But what we've done is we've enhanced, we've totally retooled every one of our manuals. For instance, we know there's a different environment in our country now. We used to have a thing about talking about health disparities, health equity. So we now, because we understand all the concerns about DEI, we now talk about access. Now, let's face facts. If you get access, you'll take care of the disparity issues. You'll promote equity. That's one of the things that we've done. Another aspect of where we are on the training, we try to provide more direct, more examples. We've got some a set of definitions. We got discussion questions. We've really tried to just update it because we know that a lot of people that will look to fund us from corporations and private foundations, they're expecting more of us. So we beefed up our training. So when you talk about what it is, that'll be that. And if you take it each one of those evenings, you will be all set for the first 2 modules. Okay, and I got some other questions here, but also some people have asked the question whether they've already gone through the training. We're all Pastor Montgomery and I, Pastor Dr. Copper, we're working on a refresher class. We haven't got it all set yet, but we're working on a refresher class for those people who've already taken it, so they can so that you'll be able can avail yourself of the new things we're doing. We'll provide more information about that in one of our upcoming webinars. All right, the sleeves update, it's already started. The sleeves update has already started. The pre-part has already started. You can go to that web page right now. You can scan the QR code that's on the screen. You can go ahead and register up. Do that right now. While you're on this call, you can share with some other people. You can text us to some folks. It's already going, and we want to get everything done. If I'm not mistaken, the closing date is Monday, February 16th, and our goal was to get 500 donations. 500 donations. Let's do that. Just reach out, your family, your friends, your frenemies, and just let them know about this. We're doing. All right, with the database for the Hope Ministry training. Okay, also with the database for the Hope Ministry training, hold all ambassadors that have completed training in the past. Yes, we have a running database of who those people are. Dr. Copper, if you email, she's kind of spearheading that. If you email the info@hopenbc.com, if you want to check to see if you're a part of, if you're in that database or any question about that, we can do that. And if you are uncertain whether you're in it or not, you can email it and check it. We're doing that. And of course, we will be proactive at some point and do an email or contact those who've already gone through and give them an opportunity for the refresher course. Okay. Now, if you've already done the training, no, you don't need to do the updated training. We're going to let you know about our quote unquote refresher classes that we'll have, because we need you all to learn this new language. We just got to be mindful. We can't use the same language that we had before. And to be honest with you, I like the whole idea about access. It's a much easier thing for a lot more people to understand. And in our communities, whether it's in rural areas or urban areas, there's always this question about access to quality, affordable healthcare, access to quality, affordable food, just the whole gambit of what those things are. And so we're excited. Our team has been working. We've been excited about what we're doing in updating the manuals. Okay. We don't have a toolkit per se for doing a blood drive, because really, truthfully, we really want it. Well, 2 things. We want everybody to participate in the National Baptist in our Hope 2026 kickoff blood drive. But if you want to do something independent, that's fine. But this virtual blood drive really is just the way to go. I've done several. I've done some with our denomination. I've done some with our regional usher federation. And when you got to set up, bring them in and set up, and then people most times on a Saturday, and a Saturday is the official funeral day in the Black community. And then people that were signed up can't come because it's a funeral, or somebody's got a stuffy nose, and you might have had 20 people lined up that morning, and only 5 of them show up. And you set up all this and done all these things. I've seen so many people be so disappointed, literally devastated because of the numbers. With this virtual thing of getting it done, if something comes up, you can reschedule and go and just get in that time period. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Any other questions? Okay. Coming back to glaucoma. Yes. Glaucoma is if now look, we should know it about our families. If there's somebody in your family that had glaucoma, I've already said it, we'll say it again. Just encourage people to go. And I know that sometimes people don't have the health coverage to go and get it done, but in most larger urban areas, they do provide free screenings. So you want to reach out to your local optometry school, your optometrist, and set up something the same way you have the mammogram bus to come through. You have them come and get checked out, and then have some other resources. Many of the federally qualified community health centers across the country also have access to that as well. Okay. All right. So this Ernestine Holder, she's on social media. Bless you. She's been an avid donor for 40 plus years. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. We hope that we have others that will follow through with her and will and will sign up and get that done. Okay. You can go to our social media page, we've asked, and download. If you go to our social media page, and you can download this promo you see that's there, and you can have it, and you can share it across your denomination. You can share you can share it from our National Baptist Convention, USA Inc. Hope page. You can share it through your state convention. You can share with your association, with your church, across your own, whatever the case may be. Do that, and we really would appreciate that. All right, and Duke's also putting them there in the chat. All right. Any other questions that we have here? I think we're about to be all set. Yeah. Okay. Yes. There are some people who just can't give because of some medications they take and other things. I always say, because for me, it's always up in the air with some of the medications I take and other things, conditions that I have. If you're not able to do so yourself, don't feel defeated. There's somebody else in your family, your friends, or your church that you can encourage. You can even tell them, look, I would give, but I'm not able to give. Will you stand in for me and to give blood? Okay. All right. All right. I think that's about it. I don't see anything else coming back from here from my end. Wow. Wow. But I am thankful for the questions that you asked tonight that we were able to get them covered. Okay. Thank you for your thoughtful questions and your comments. Our next TempleCare Matters webinar will be Tuesday, February 3rd, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Join us on the next second Tuesday as we spotlight key February observances that uplift, educate, and empower our faith communities. First, it's American Heart Month. Led by the American Heart Association, this month calls attention to heart disease prevention, especially in communities disproportionately affected. Faith leaders can help promote healthy habits, blood pressure checks, and heart smart choices. Of course, we'll have 2 big events. In general, many across the nation will be doing Go Red Day. And Go Red Day is on Friday, February the 6th. It's a national day to wear red in solidarity with women's heart health. Churches are encouraged to host what? On February, look at your calendar. There it is, February 15th, the third Sunday, to wear red. Wear red for Women in Heart Health. So that we can share information, share testimonies, and uplift heart health through scripture, song, and services. And we have a special emphasis on women in heart health because many times women have heart attacks and their symptoms are different than men. So it's important. On February 1st is National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Sunday. And again, we provide information, a time to reflect, educate, and respond to the ongoing impact of HIV/AIDS in the Black community. We can host prayer vigils, share prevention resources, and support those living with HIV. If you'd like an updated toolkit, you can email info@hopenbc.com. And of course, that's followed with February 7th, which is the National Observance of National Black HIV Awareness Day. Once again, you can join us online, on social media. Go to our webpage, hopenbc.com, our Facebook page. We're on YouTube. We keep emphasizing YouTube. Do continue to keep putting things on different playlists because, you know, the Facebook Live, Facebook deleting this stuff after about 9 days or so. But our YouTube page has videos that go all the way back since we started using YouTube, and you can find information there. Now, we'd appreciate your feedback, and we have a survey that we want you to webinar survey. We got the link we can put in the chat. The biggest room there is a room for improvement. Do that for us. We would appreciate it. All right, and we appreciate our NBCS USA Hope family. Yours truly, Michael Miner, Dr. Desi Levy, Lottie Miner, Sister Lottie Miner, Sister Nettie Johnson, Pastor Dexter Moraney, Sister Ellen McKnight Hill, Dr. Felicia Washington, Minister Geraldine Moore, Sister Loretta Miller, Dr. Lavora Williams, Sister Bettina Campbell, Dr. Marion Talley, Sister Ophelia Carr, of course, our very awesome technology guru and moderator for the calls, Brother Thomas Duke Robinson. Our regional coordinators, Pastor Daniel Blackburn in Northeast, Pastor Bernard Montgomery, Southwest 1, Dr. Linda Copper, Southwest 2, Sister Teresa Fells Farr in the Midwest, and Sister Tafara Robinson in the West. Thank you all for joining us this evening. We know some of you all may have additional questions or comments, so we'll formally close tonight's TempleCare Matters webinar in just a moment. For those joining us via Zoom, we'll open the mic shortly for additional session feedback. Again, we'll see you on Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026, 7:30 p.m. Central Time for our next TempleCare Matters webinar. Before we close, I want to spotlight our president, Dr. Boise Kimber, who reminds us we are changing the course, not our conviction. The gospel still works. This has been a production of the National Baptist Convention USA Incorporated, the nation's most collaborative religious denomination. May God continue to bless our bodies, minds, and spirits as we walk in wellness and wisdom together. God bless you and God keep you is our prayer.